There is no election. What is going to happen on Thursday is going to be a forcible installation of President Uhuru Kenyatta outside the Constitution. As NASA, we will not consider what will happen on Thursday as an election. The tribal kingpins who are behind the president have told him he must be the president at whatever cost. So he just going to install himself as the president. His election on August 8 was annulled by the Supreme Court, and his people are not happy that he was not handed over the instruments of power. After he is sworn in, he will want to pretend to call for dialogue with NASA. NASA is not interested with dialogue after the election, but we are telling him that what we want is a process where all Kenyans can exercise their democratic rights freely in a free and fair manner that is devoid of coercion, massacres and intimidation. Therefore the question of legitimacy does not arise, because this is a man who is going to use the police and other security apparatus at his disposal to install himself as president. Uhuru is engaging in a process he will not be able to manage, because the best way for a leader, even former President Daniel Arap Moi, who was a dictator, when he realized that it was not going to be tenable for him to continue with an election in 1997, when the opposition parties demanded for some reforms, came down and there was the inter-party parliamentary group, which was able to agree on the way forward. Moi realized that the most central and critical issue in that election was the unity of all Kenyans. You go for an election, you get votes, they get votes, you get more votes and you are declared the president and the other person is satisfied. But here we are, a situation where only supporters of President Uhuru will participate. Therefore it will be very hard for him to unite this country after Thursday. A national event like a general election should be able to unite the country by allowing all the competitors to freely campaign in a process that is transparent and accountable. What Jubilee is doing is very dangerous for their leadership. Their leadership will lack legitimacy, both among Kenyans and the international community.